Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Stanford's offense will take the first swing of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you've got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Quarterback keeper. Find some fresh air. Oh, he's got some space. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And this defense knew coming into the game with this quarterback's speed, David, they were going to have to be ready for him to tuck the ball and take off running.
But it doesn't matter. You know it, but he's so fast. You don't know about the angles, and you can't tell how fast till you get in the game. And he just takes off and makes big plays with his feet.
Running into the open space. Got the first down and more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They're gashing this defense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. On a little time, lets it go.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff in. We used him twice in that loss a week ago. So Notre Dame's offense will take the field for the first time. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of ballers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Notre Dame now facing 3rd and inches. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. There he goes. Got the first down and still on his feet. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with the lone back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. On the ground, it's yellow. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll try it again. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Irish!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. From the gun, running back on the move. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll keep it on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab, it's Irvin. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. On the run, it's Young. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard games just because of the body blow effect.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. They feed him again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical.
Breaks into the open. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, the running back has it. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Right back to the well. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Power football with the run. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line. Sneak gets it done.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a
intercepted. The defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. It didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. They'll leave it with him. Sweet cut there.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Turning it on. Got enough space. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted. Time, couple of plays into the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Looking downfield on first down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
So now it's second and long. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Looking for space. It's Young. And they not only knocked him down behind the line, they also put him back under the century mark for the day. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the 2nd play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Wide open downfield. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down.
42, Spider.
Give to the running back. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7.
29.
The give to the back. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Spider.
He's got it again. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the 1st half. Before then, they can get another score. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Looking for the goal line. And with a hallelujah laugh. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Second down, he'll throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Hampton. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 1-yard line as they try to put something together.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
No gain on the play. And that's good enough.
Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the grab. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Almost had the completion. just missed it.
I think a really big key in the RPO game is having really good rhythm and timing. Offense didn't have it there, and that's why it falls incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. The give to the left side. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. He leaves it with the back. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. The give is to Williams. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, the last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give from the gun. Hard running there. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Oh, he's got some space. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. Throws toward the end zone. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down.
Okay, ready?
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between.
He'll take a shot. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Splits the uprights. It's good. There is a flag on the play. Now, this is on the defense. It might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. And the offense cashes in on the roughing penalty. A mistake on special teams. We'll see if they can make it pay off. They're setting up the screen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Off play action. He's got it on the run. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cardinal.
Number 5.
Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half it looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
28. Stanford 7.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here come the Irish back on offense. The give is to Williams. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Here's a heat. It's picked off. That's number 10. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads it left. It's complete. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. Stanford hoping to pay off this red zone opportunity. To the air on first down. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
And back to the air on second down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Blasted as he lets it go. Complete to the right. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. A first down run in the red zone. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ball game.
28, Stanford, 14.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort. Return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Running to the left. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Payne. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Leaves it with the running back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Payne. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. So the problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him. And in turn, you see he breaks tackles and make big plays.
Well, this guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most, in the fourth quarter, look how strong he is running. Breaking tackles, he's been smart, he still has the ability to cut. He looks like he could play another 4 quarters.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better, but that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Brought it back to the 6-yard line after making the interception.
Let's go. Talk about having one foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Using the quick game. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the counter. Makes one man miss. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Stanford wants to push the pace.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Caught over the middle, it's Coleman. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
He's going for it all. He holds it in, and nobody's close.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
Quarterback on the keeper. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. His drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Cardinal! And the comeback is on. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
From inside the 10, here he comes. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. There he goes. Talk about a timely run. Gets the 1st down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. The give is to Williams. Oh, it's out! And he gets back on top of it, and a first disaster.
Well, the running back really lucky. He jumped on his own fumble right there, and he's going to have to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure on the ball and with ball.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to him on the ground. Nice move to keep running. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
And we're not used to seeing this from this offense. This offense usually clips at a really high level on 3rd down. They execute well. Tip your cap to the defense. They won that battle.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They piece together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. That's reeled in. It's Irvin. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The give to the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Right back to the well. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now, what opens up? Play action.
Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Man, that's deflating. And as a defensive guy, I was frustrated when my offense didn't come through when I needed him to. But now it's my time. I got to go make a play. I got to go force a turnover, get the ball back to my offense so we can tie or win this ball game.
The give is to Williams. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the fourth quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
To the ground with the back. He stopped short of the first down, but he gets it into plus territory on the scramble, and now decision time on fourth. The Irish send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Looking to throw on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. It's incomplete. A